Hello everyone and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome to The Overtime. I'm your host Alex Lucero and we've got a great show for you today. We'll talk about NAU Athletics Community Service, the NAU Football team giving thanks, and an interview with co-owner of Primetime Athletics, Linda Ballantine. We'll also tell you about all the sporting events going on this Thanksgiving weekend. And we're going to start things off with it being the season of giving. Athletes all around here in the Northland are giving back to the community. Sports reporters Kaleigh, Emery, and Margiotta went to the Sky Dome to find out about the NAU SAAC organization and what they are doing to give back to Flagstaff.
So a lot of the athletes here at NAU dedicate a lot of their time to the sports that they play, but they also dedicate a lot of their time to online classes, being in the weight room, and going out to their games.
And a lot of things people don't think about is community service. These athletes are putting in hours and hours. I know most teams put in 10 to 15 hours of community service a year. Now, one group that's helping to fulfill this is the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, better known as SAAC.
Every team has two people that are on SAAC. So they're the voices of the team, the leaders of the team. Either the team chooses who those people are or your coaches do.
To be honest, it was a part of my job description. We have a couple different, my staff, two of us have to teach a class, and then the other person has to be the SAAC advisor. And so I really wanted to be a part of this group, so I selected to be a SAAC advisor.
Well, so far we've held a dodgeball tournament. It was such a blast. We had about 13 teams, and we raised money for Samaritan's Feet, and it was also a food drive for St. Mary's. And then this upcoming semester, we're trying to plan this thing called the Color Run for the Boys and Girls Club. So that's just in the process, but hopefully it's a really successful event.
It's pretty easy. It's a great group of student athletes, and so they do, 99.9% of the work. So for me, it's just, being here, being able to, share my ideas and thoughts from my previous institutions and just be able to help in any way. But it's, the student athletes are doing all of it.
Kaleigh, tonight as we're all at our Thanksgiving dinners, we should thank the NAU Athletics family for all they do.
Yeah, we want to send a big thanks to all of the student athletes that have done so much to the community of Flagstaff. For The Overtime, I'm Kaleigh Emery, joined with Margiotta.
And a couple of those SAAC organization members are the NAU football team, who is in the playoffs for the first time since 2003. But there has been another football team up here at 7,000 feet. Sports reporter Nick Youngfer helps explain what Australian football actually is.
They're rock stars back in Australia, but now the Gold Coast Suns are training in relative obscurity. Understandably, many locals mistake them for rugby players and aren't familiar with Australian football. As Gold Coast defender Jeremy Taylor explains, it's a sport all of its own.
When we normally talk to a few of the Americans, what we say is it's kind of similar between NFL and soccer. So, obviously we've got a goal is 6 points, a point is 1 point, and unlike NFL, it's normally 18 on the field from one team, and you normally keep that 18 on the field most of the time. So it's not like NFL where they have the offensive and the defensive side. And it's just, you can pretty much run wherever you want.
Despite having the league's best player, Gary Ablett, the Suns are able to roam Flagstaff without being recognised, although they still manage to attract plenty of attention around campus.
Probably because we're in our Gold Coast gear a lot of the time, you do tend to feel like a bit of an alien with people just staring at you. But all day, and they just want to know why we're here and what we're doing.
Not only have the benefits of altitude training made the Suns' visit more than worthwhile, but so have all the locals who helped them settle into the area.
We've had a lot of help from not only the hotel and just the people everywhere, but you find the staff are real helpful, and just the American people, I reckon, they're really happy for us to come here.
For the OT.
Thanks, Nick, and good luck to the Gold Coast Suns on their season. And another season still going on is the NAU football team, who finished their regular season with a 9-2 record and a 7-1 conference record. Sports reporter Brooke Howell tells us about the Lumberjacks' Thanksgiving Day traditions.
Food and football is what comes to mind when you think Thanksgiving. We met up with some of our NAU Lumberjack football team to see what they think about Thanksgiving.
We go to my grandparents' house down in Scottsdale. All my cousins come in town, my uncles, my aunts, and we have a pretty big celebration there.
Tradition for Thanksgiving, we have Thanksgiving in my house, so a lot of eating and a lot of sleeping and football.
Definitely play some football if I'm back home with my family. Eat a lot of food, eat some pumpkin pie.
Always go home, play a little turkey bowl with a bunch of friends and family, and then get the whole family together and play some cards or just hang out, play some Yahtzee.
Definitely see a lot of family, but doesn't look like we'll be seeing family this year.
We're going to be working on Thanksgiving. We'll be hopefully getting ready to play a game.
As the team gets ready to gear up for their postseason, they'd like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Wish the NAU football team good luck on their playoff game against South Dakota State on Saturday. Well, coming up, we have an interview with co-owner of Primetime Athletics, Linda Ballantine. Stick around.
Snoring can be more than a mild annoyance. It could be a sign of a much deeper problem with your sleep pattern. If you suffer from sleep disturbances, trust the Mountain Heart Sleep Center in Flagstaff for effective treatment. With a full-time staff led by Dr. Stephen Marks, your corrective care is immediate with no need for a referral. And they're the #1 accredited sleep center in northern Arizona. Mountain Heart Sleep Center, for a good night's rest.
Hi, I bought Pepsi Next.
What's Pepsi Next?
It's the latest cola from Pepsi. It's got real cola taste, but 60% less sugar.
Real cola taste, 60% less sugar.
Yeah, I know.
It's unbelievable.
But this is the most impressive thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Oh, definitely. Let me get the camera. I've never had anything like it. Oh, my parents are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be so proud.
Pepsi Next. Drink it to believe it.
Hi, my name is PFC Levi Silverthorne, stationed with Combined Task Force Dragoon in Kandahar, Afghanistan. I'd like to wish my mom, my dad, and my family and friends in Arizona happy holidays and a happy new year. I love you and I'll see you soon.
Hi, I'm First Lieutenant Vincent Curry from 5 Meadowlawn, Afghanistan. I would like to wish my friends at the Yavapai Broadcasting Station in Arizona a wonderful holidays. See you guys soon.
Back. Well, today as we give thanks and watch football with our families, we need to remember the little things that people do for one another. Today I'm joined with Linda Ballantine, co-owner of Primetime Athletics, who recently did a fundraiser for Charles Uvella and the Uvella family. Linda, tell me a little bit about that fundraiser.
We held a fundraiser at Native New Yorker on November 19th from 4 to 9 in the evening. We had approximately $10,000 worth of goods, services, and items donated for raffle purposes. And as an organization, we raised over $5,000 for the Uvella family.
That's fantastic to hear. Tell me a little bit about Primetime Athletics and what it is that you guys do.
Primetime Athletics is the fastest growing NFL-endorsed youth flag football league in the country. We play 5-on-5 flag football at Fox Glen Park on Saturday mornings, boys and girls, ages 5 to 15. Once you've reached 16, you can play in the men's league or the women's league, which we are starting in spring of 2014.
And you were talking a little bit about the NFL. What is your take on hits to the head, especially with more of them popping up now and again?
I love the NFL. I love football. We're a football family, and but this is another option for kids to play if their parents aren't ready for them to play full contact football. They can learn excellent skills, basic skills in our league at a young age before they want to throw on the helmet and the pads and play full contact football. So this is non-contact football. It's flag. So it reduces the risk of concussion and head injury to almost nothing. We do concussion awareness still with our coaches and our players and our parents. So that is a big issue for us, is safety.
And where can people join Primetime Athletics and be a part of this league?
You can go to www.ptathletics.com and you will be taken to our main website, and then you can sign up, or you can call us at 928-606-8900 and sign up.
And when does the league start, and what other events do you guys have before the league actually starts?
We open April 5th at Fox Glen Park for our spring season. We run a spring, summer, and fall season. We just finished our fall season. And this winter, though, we are running winter skills camps with our trainer, Tim Miller, of Performix High Altitude Athlete Training. He's a trainer, and he runs quarterback and wide receiver camps for us. We're going to start with a 2.5-hour camp on a Saturday, kick that off, and then we'll be running weekly camps on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
All right, thanks, Linda, for joining us on this Thanksgiving holiday, and I hope you have a great weekend yourself.
Thank you, you too. Thank you.
When we come back, Adrian Palaio has your weekend sports previews.
sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
I've tried all kinds of TV services. The phone company wasn't cutting it, so I cut down. Spotty satellite? Nah, that dish wasn't appetizing. But the all-new Suddenlink? It comes with free HD and a picture so sharp it makes real life look lame. Now I have up to 300 channel choices, earloads of digital music, 10,000 on-demand titles, and new TiVo Stream that turns my tablet into a TV and lets my DVR take road trips. I've seen the future of TV, and the future is easy.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all living united to ensure the academic success of millions of kids in our communities all the way to graduation day. But that won't happen without you. So take the pledge at unitedway.org. Make a difference in the life of a child. Suit up like your favorite NFL players and become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor with United Way.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm Kaleigh Emery, filling in for Adrian Pelayo. There's a busy weekend ahead of us as basketball season is underway. High school teams have started their season as well, as the NPA boys basketball team will have a hard day ahead of them on Friday as they play in the Rain and Drain tournament in Tempe. At 11 in the morning, the Spartans take on Paradise Honors, followed by a 2 o'clock matchup against Tempe Prep, and ending their night facing the Salt River Eagles at 6 o'clock. The Spartans could have more games Saturday depending on their performance on Friday. Keeping it on the paint, the NAU men's basketball team will be participating in the Fresno State tournament over the weekend. The Lumberjacks head into the tournament with a 2-4 record as they won their last game, home opener, last weekend against San Diego Christian, 83-59. On Friday, they will face Cal State Bakersfield at 5:30, followed by the Drake Bulldogs at 12:30 on Saturday, and finishing it off playing Fresno State on Sunday at 3. And staying on the court, the NAU women's basketball team will be on the road to face the Utah Valley Wolverines. The 0-2 Lady Jacks will look to bounce back for a win as this game starts at 3. And over on the court, the NAU women's volleyball team will face the Montana Grizzlies in Portland for the first round of the Big Sky tournament on Friday. The Lady Jacks will be going into this conference tournament as the 4 seed as this game starts at 1:05. And as Thanksgiving is known for kicking back and watching some football, the NAU Lumberjacks will hit the field here in Flagstaff for their first playoff game of the season. The NAU Lumberjacks will be hunting jackrabbits on Saturday as they host South Dakota State in round 1 of the FCS playoffs. Fans will pack the Skydome as it's NAU's first home postseason game since 2003. The Lumberjacks enter the playoffs with a 9-2 record with losses against FBS Arizona and Big Sky foe Montana State. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock on Saturday. So, Alex, I think that we can all be excited that the NAU football team is finally in the playoffs after so long.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's been 10 years, and the winner of this game goes on to play the number 3 seed in the entire playoffs, Eastern Washington, so it'll be a good one. Yeah, let's hope that the Lumberjacks can stick it through and actually make it, because that would be awesome for everybody here at NAU and probably everybody here in Flagstaff as well. All right, thanks, Kaleigh. That's going to wrap it up for us here at the Overtime. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.